Uh, I think it speaks to character in certain regards. Will I make some jokes about this? Yep. Am I going to talk about this in a negative way? Is my opinion about Renee negative? Yes. Uh, does that make me a hypocrite because I did a stream about Charlie Kirk? No. Here's the difference between Charlie Kirk and Renee Good. Charlie Kirk was sitting at a college campus talking to college students. Charlie Kirk was not behind the wheel of a vehicle trying to run over a federal official. Charlie Kirk was not aiming a deadly weapon at law enforcement and then accelerating it at a speed to do harm to them. Charlie Kirk was sitting in a fucking chair as a sniper on a rooftop hundreds of yards away blew his fucking neck out. Renee Good, on the other hand, is not at a college campus. She's in the middle of the road in her vehicle and then aiming it at the police. And wait till you see the second video. You're going to understand why I don't have a positive opinion of Renee Good. One thing you need to understand about commies and leftists, one of the things that has been going on now for at least the last 20 years, is that they use performative activists as martyrs because it benefits their need to riot. Anytime they want to shift attention, anytime they want to tamp down on people fighting back or raising questions, they send out a useful idiot. That useful idiot gets killed, and then they hold them up. You saw this continually for 5 years under BLM. Anybody and everybody that had black skin that got into any sort of kerfuffle with the police was suddenly a fucking martyr and was justification to go and burn down cities. And they are desperate to do that with Renee Good. The problem is, this is not 2020 anymore. The country is really done with a lot of this bullshit. The USAID NGO money pipeline that supported a lot of these paid activists is gone. Public sentiment has changed. Voting numbers have changed. And it's also the middle of winter, and people don't like this amount of fraud. So they're really out there on their own. This woman is dead because she listened to idiots and did something stupid. And she really has nobody to blame but herself. Well, you know what? That's not true. She does have one other person to blame, and you're going to see who that is once we get to the second video. But we're going to continue on with this. As these idiots ask, what happened? What do you think happened? She tried to hit a cop with her fucking vehicle and got shot.
Dude, you shot her! I'm trying to help! No!
I'm trying to help. See, I don't know if I can blame this on her being a leftist idiot who's a performative activist, or if this is like a millennial Gen Z brain rot TikTok phenomena. You there filming for updates with your fucking cell phone is not helping anybody. You're not an Antifa medic. There's no such thing as an Antifa medic. All right, because you took a CPR class does not make you an EMT. What are you going to do? What is this fat, middle-aged white girl going to do? Is she going to live stream on TikTok and put her thumb in the bullet hole? You going to hold her fucking brains in while you're getting rose donations and galaxies, you stupid bitch? Exactly how are you fucking helping the situation? Stomping around in the snow like a retard? Screaming murderer at the cops because they shot somebody that tried to run them over with an SUV? You absolutely dumb, dim-witted bitch.
You fucking shot someone in the fucking face! You shot someone in the fucking face! Do you have a conscience? Do you have a conscience? Don't let the murderer leave! Don't let the murderer leave!
What exactly are you going to do, Cynthia? All right, Betty, what are you going to do? Are you going to hop on your Facebook group and ask for updates to give you the superpower to stop his vehicle from driving away, you stupid brain-dead bitch? How are you going to stop the murderer from leaving? Under what authority are you going to stop the federal agent from getting in his fucking truck and driving off? Please stop the murderer, she says. You don't understand. I've got 300 people watching me on TikTok. I'm kind of a big deal. I'm over here networking. All right, I've got 3 Just a Prank Bro YouTube channels talking to me in DMs right now. It's kind of a big thing. Somebody stop him. We've got a collab coming up.
to do. Fucking criminals. Don't let him leave. Don't let him leave.
Pussy motherfuckers, man.
No.
Here comes angry black guy. Somebody was like, hey, we got enough white chicks out there. All right, we got enough grannies out there with their phones and Facebook groups to look like a geriatric nursing home. If we look any more like a nursing home, those fucking Somalians are going to show up and ask for money. Said out the black guy. Hey, yo, motherfucker, what's up? Hey, yo, it's Tyrone over here. I got that BBC, white boy. Is that like what are you gonna do, Jamal? You gonna twerk? You gonna twerk for some justice in the streets? You gonna hashtag BLM tweet about it, bitch? Look at your fat fucking ass. You weigh about what? 280, 290? I'm surprised you didn't go ice skating down and roll like a snowball, you fat fuck. You're like an incomplete snowman. You're the bottom rung of that bitch. Jelly roll motherfucker. Oh, I'm a big tough black guy doing my black guy voice. Here with all these old white women. Black guys get all the hotties, don't they? All the middle-aged white women. He must have been their driver.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood!
Now, no, spoiler alert. My favorite part is coming up. We've got angry black guy and obnoxious screeching white woman. But my favorite, my absolute, hands down favorite, chat, is coming up. It's lispy, angry, performative gay man. In lispy, angry, performative gay man, he's going to sass the shit out of them. Oh, he's going to sashay over that ice, and he's going to twerk and twirl. He's going to vogue, bitch. He's going to vogue so hard, they're going to become liberals.
Yeah, it's a fucking crime. We fucking know it. We're here.
Can you hear him? Can you hear him screeching? Murderers! Oh! You'd think that he just found out the guy at the bathhouse on the other side of the glory hole gave him HIV. That's the same reaction he had to that situation.
Yeah, like what the absolute fuck, man? What the absolute fuck? Do you have a conscience? Do you have a conscience? Do you have a conscience? This is the time, man.
Murderers! He sounds like Harvey Milk. Harvey Milk trying to clear a room full of little preteen boys. Let me get all these adults out of here so the children can't run. My name's Harvey Milk. I'm a gay icon and I molest the children. My name's Harvey Milk. Oh, murderers! Oh, murderers!
This is the time to have a conscience. This is not okay. This is not okay. Get a fucking conscience.
Can you look at me? Tell me you're doing the right thing. Get the fuck out.
Oh, here we go. Here's sassy gay guy. This is the guy that was screeching murderer. Here you can see he's got his ass sticking out like a black chick. He's ready to get mounted. Anybody ready to dominate a gay liberal man? Just know their ass is always out. They're ready to assume the position at the drop of a hat. So here he is, positioned on the ice, with his ass precariously in the air, thinking about, maybe I should put my head down and let these ICE agents top me. But instead, he's going to do the performative angry liberal shit. After screaming murderers, he's going to try the emotional attack angle. Look at me in the eye and tell me why you shot that poor woman in the face, and then make sweet love to my tight anus. I love getting topped.
You didn't fire any weapons. Fucking your people did, man.
In the head. In the head.
I didn't do anything.
And she drove into the floor.
Murderer. You. Look at me. You can't even.
Watch out, man. Watch out.
Why don't you look at me? I thought you could do it.
Hey, fun fact. After this, the ICE agents went to McDonald's and got a Happy Meal. They're like, hey, a couple of cheeseburgers over here. All right, I'm kind of hungry. I need a meal. I'm a little hungry over here. So, that was the first Renee Good video. People came up with their own opinions on it, saying, "Oh my God, you can't say that she was aiming at the officer. You can't say she was doing this." There was, God, the amount of gaslighting is fucking surreal, and I've got a few examples of it. You're going to see how these fuckers operate. But let's take a look at the video that got released today. So, Alpha News, for those of you unaware, is a up-and-coming conservative news outlet in Minnesota. In fact, they were just in the news last week because they're reporting on the Somali fraud and on what Nick Shirley investigated on YouTube and through the X platform. They ended up getting a cease and desist letter from a group of concerned Somalis. They were using lawfare like Scientology used to. You know, here's a fun fact. I don't think a lot of people actually understand. You know, when you say lawfare, Scientology-wise, people think, oh, yeah, I saw a documentary once. I get what you mean. No, 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 no. You don't get what I mean. Do you know how Scientology became a religion? As in how they became tax exempt? You see, Scientology raided and robbed an FBI location. Like they did shit to the government, right? And so the IRS said, fuck you, we're never going to make you a religion. You're never going to get tax exempt status. So Scientology actually came up with an ingenious fucking solution. They figured out, instead of suing the IRS as an organization, we're going to find every single agent that ever worked on any case related to our tax exempt status, and we're going to sue them as individuals. Scientology filed upwards of 500 personal lawsuits. The IRS was so overwhelmed by it that they made an agreement with Scientology that if they dropped all the goddamn lawsuits, they would let them get their tax-exempt religious status. That's how David Miscavige pulled that off. So when I say Somalians are acting like Scientologists with lawfare, I mean they're doing some underhanded, nasty shit. They're threatening Alpha News as an organization, but also individuals. So Alpha, you know, they're in the news because of that, but then they get a second video. They get another video of the Renee Good incident. And that incident, that video, that cell phone video they have, well, I'll let it speak for itself. Let's take a look. So this is the same SUV that we were looking at earlier. That's Renee Good behind the driver's seat. This is I believe an officer or another activist who has a camera on them. You'll see the cop walking around filming, and I want you to, well, we'll get to it. Let's just watch.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. It's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen. You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy.
So this is what I meant by performative activism. Why do you think that Renee Good and her wife drove down here? Renee has parked her car to block off ICE agents, and her wife then exited the vehicle and starts streaming on TikTok, starts recording to get video footage. That's entirely the point of performative activism. They are causing an incident. They're doing something to obstruct law enforcement, hoping to encourage a response so they can get pity, so they can get attention. It is attention whoring 101. And this is Renee's wife doing just that, big boy, talking shit to this officer. Now, what you're going to see, this last part is the most important part, and we're going to replay it a couple of times. As the cop transitions to in front of the vehicle, right, as Renee is about to drive him over, I want you to listen very fucking carefully. Listen very carefully to what her wife says.
Go ahead. Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
Okay, first off, you could hear the impact of the vehicle. But if you listen to what she says, she has now heard the other ICE officers outside the vehicle say, stop and get out. So what does her wife do? She moves to get into the vehicle and then tells her, drive, baby, drive.
Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
Right there. Listen to that. He's told her, get out of the vehicle. I'm placing you in detention. Listen to what her wife says.
Get out of the car.
So right as Renee turns the wheel towards the officer in front filming her, her wife says, hit the gas. There's no reason Renee Good's wife should not be in handcuffs right now. As far as I'm concerned, that's an accessory to attempted murder. That's an accessory to assault with a deadly weapon at the very least. Her wife was aware that law enforcement had directed her to get out of the vehicle. She was aware that she was in the vehicle and about to drive it. She had turned the car towards law enforcement, and at the moment she turns that vehicle towards law enforcement, Renee Good's wife advises her to hit the fucking gas. Drive, baby, drive. You can't get more clear. You can hear the fucking impact.
Out of the car.
Right there. And one thing to know about this ICE officer that was at this scene is that prior to this event, people are like, oh, he should have shot the tires out. He should have moved out of the way. He should have done something different. Go watch any police training video where somebody pulls a knife or does something to you. You have seconds to react. And he learned that the hard way. When he got dragged by a vehicle for 30 or 60 fucking yards by an illegal immigrant fleeing him. And this happened months ago. So this guy has already been hit by a vehicle from somebody fleeing from him. He knows what it's like. He knows how deadly it can be. He's not going to let it happen again. He's justified whether that previous incident had happened or not. But there's no more clear-cut evidence. She knew what she was doing. She was there intentionally to obstruct ICE. Her wife was there intentionally to try to create a moment of friction to get attention and updates. And when advised by law enforcement to get out of the vehicle, she told her instead to use that vehicle as a deadly weapon to go after the ICE agent. This bitch should be in handcuffs. This is the same woman accused of putting cigarettes out on Renee's children. Another typical violent leftist that thinks laws don't fucking apply to them, that they can do whatever they like, that they'll never be held accountable, because for far too long in this country, for the last 20, 30, 40 fucking years, we have allowed every single judicial jurisdiction to be captured both as the bench for judges and for the prosecuting attorneys. So cops arrest these fucking people for doing shit, the DA chooses not to prosecute, or if they do prosecute, the judge allows them to go free. There's no better example of that than what happened in the past week and a half, where somebody who was trying to hurt Supreme Court justices ended up, instead of getting a 30-year sentence, got an 8-year sentence because the judge said they were proud of them for being transsexual, for having pronouns, and for living in Trump's America. This mentality of violence is right when we do it has been fomented and allowed for decades. It is what makes these people think they can go out and assault law enforcement. They can go out and assault anybody else that has a differing fucking opinion. They can cancel you and make your life a living hell, and they will never be held accountable. Right now, they're going through a shock. It's like a toxic shock syndrome. They can't understand that this woman was shot for trying to kill a fucking law enforcement agent. That doesn't compute because they don't get punished for anything. That's not the country they're used to. It's fucking remarkable. And yet you will see people on social media, political pundits, talking heads, people on the mainstream media, on your televisions, tell you that Renee Good was an innocent girl that didn't do nothing, that her and her wife were these lovely people. And here you can see it. They were absolutely agitating. They were absolutely hoping for an encounter. They were absolutely taking actions that endangered law enforcement, and they have no fucking excuse. Drive, baby, drive, when her car is pointed at a law enforcement agent, makes her just as culpable and just as guilty. Her ass should be charged federally for what she did. And as always, once something like this happens, once the left has a performative activist get hurt or killed, they will use it then as justification to repeat those acts, hoping to daisy chain them for attention. And what happens directly after this, what happened over the last 3 days, let's take a look at a compilation of leftists doing this repeatedly, using their vehicles to try to fuck with law enforcement or even attack them.
If I continually see you following us, interfering with us, honking your horn, blocking our cars, you have a very high probability of making a really bad decision and being arrested today, okay?
I think I'm making exactly
I'm not.
the right decision.
Oh, then why are you giving her a warning?
I'm giving her a warning to not interfere with what we're doing, to not make a bad decision today.
So here we go. Directly after what happened to Renee Good, here is another middle-aged, overweight, liberal white woman in her car, fucking with ICE, fucking with federal law enforcement, blocking off traffic, with this smarmy. Look at the start of this clip. You can see the look on her. Look at that smile. Anybody that's ever dealt with a leftist or a communist or a shitlib. Anybody that's dealt with that mentality, whether it's online or in person, because maybe you were at an event where they were, you know this look. You know that condescending, smarmy, bitchy little look. Now, I don't mean to sound like a horribly sexist misogynist. Please don't take offense to this if you're a female in the audience. Obviously, I'm not speaking about you. You're the smart ones. You're the good ones. But you, even the women watching this stream right now, you know this look. We all know this look. When I talked about PTSD with college professors, that's the fucking look. When you wrote something a little too conservative. Let me tell you why you're wrong. I need you to come into an HR meeting with me and Tim because we want to know if we want to discuss if you're a cultural fit for the company. That's that bitch. That's that look. And they live for it. They live to unleash that on anybody they can.
I'm not.
The right decision.
Oh, then why are you giving her a warning?
I'm giving her a warning to not interfere with what we're doing, to not make a bad decision today and ruin your life.
Whoa, bad
Okay,
decisions.
thank you.
That's funny coming from you.
Okay, alrighty. Thank you. Have a good day.
I hope you have a terrible day.
Okay, thank you. Hold on. Watch out, it's slippery.
Can somebody explain to me why leftists bring whistles everywhere they go? I mean, is it an attempt at like noise pollution? Is it supposed to make your ears hurt? Because you're blowing the whistle, so you're hearing the full brunt of it before I do. So I can't imagine that's the greatest decibel weapon that you've got. Like, you're doing sound warfare. You're trying to get up there to what, a 150, 160 decibel, 170, 180. You want to do airplane engine noise to fuck my hearing up? Is that the goal? Because it's not really working. All I can imagine is that they had, remember those campaigns where this happened, especially in Europe? There's actually, I think it's like a Danish video or a Swedish video. They had so many immigrants raping their native citizens that they came out with a dance video called No, No, Don't Touch Me There. This is my no-no square, where they thought that they could do a cute musical number to inform third world immigrants that, hey, rape's not okay. Maybe nobody told you back in Saudi Arabia, okay? Back in the Congo, back when you were in Eritrea or the Tonga, but we don't rape over here. That's not really a Western thing. So when the songs didn't work and they were still getting brutally fucked in alleyways, they started handing out rape whistles. I think they thought that was like kryptonite to third world Africans or something. But no, they didn't care. They'll go deaf to rape you. It doesn't matter to them. So all I can imagine is they have all these leftover rape whistles that didn't work against imported immigrants. So they've retrofitted them and brought them to protests against right-wingers. Because I can't figure out what the fuck the point of the noise pollution is.
Yeah, there's a lot of ice around here.
Just so you know, if we continue to have you follow us, okay, have fun. Don't make a bad decision today. Move your car. Don't block the road. Stay in your car, stay back. I live here. Okay, don't block the...
Oh, do you? Do you, asshole? You live here? You live in the middle of the street? You stupid fuck? Is that where you live? What are you, a Ninja Turtle? You live in the sewer? Great. Should I bring you a Domino's pizza, you green-looking motherfucker? What do you mean you live here, dipshit? The apartments are on the side of the road. Don't play fucking stupid with me. Move your goddamn car out of the way. But it's become a game for them. This is what they're all doing. They all want to be another Renee Good. They want to be a martyr for the cause. They have this suicidal empathy that really becomes suicidal ideation and behavior when they get out there. These people want to die. Just like, you remember there's a retard that immolated himself for Palestine? Do you know what his name is? I don't. Do you remember what he looks like? I don't. Have you heard any leftists talk about him in the last 3 months? I haven't. But they all have this idea that if they die for the cause, people will remember them. Nobody does. Not a single fucking person does.
Here when they hear the mayor of their city saying ICE should get out, and they don't hear much from the governor except please behave. We saw what happened in 2020. The question is it going to happen again?
I'm just about a block westbound of where Jen is that you just heard from. I did talk to a neighbor.
Now, you might be reading that headline and be a bit confused. Wait a minute, Jim. I thought there was a single person that got shot in Minneapolis. Oh, no. Immediately after Renee Good got shot, 2 federal agents, ICE agents, got attacked by Tren de Agua, whatever the fuck their name is, that little South American gangbangers up in Portland. Guess what they tried to do? Run them over with their fucking vehicle. One woman was involved in prostitution. The other was involved in drug running. Allowed to stay in the country, released without detainer by the Biden administration, and tried to hit 2 ICE agents directly after Renee Good. Just like those people you saw in Minneapolis, just like those people you just saw. More idiots out there trying to take out ICE in their vehicles. More idiots out there getting shot like dipshits. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to ICE,
I am the law.